Actually, I think it's afternoon, but it don't really matter because it's so dark. It could even be the evening. So I'm going to put a picture up that Kevin took yesterday of the lighthouse, which is just over there. And over there, the end, that bit there of land is Groats. And we've got blue skies. Because trust me, last night the van was rocking. The wind, OMG, woke me up.
It did,
yeah. Woke him up as well, which, you know, he sleeps like the dead.
So Willow said she wanted to find somewhere where it was going to be a quiet night, because the past couple of nights we've been on the side of the road with passing traffic, and it wasn't bad, but you know, you get the stuff coming past and it rocks the van. So this place is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Trouble is the weather had other ideas.
It did. So the only services you have is good phone service, internet service and bins. There's nothing else here, but they ask for £5 and you can only stay for one night, so that's not too bad. No. And there was just dust up there. You can see there's a couple of vans now, and that little red one stayed last night. So it was nice and peaceful until early hours in the morning when the wind got up.
Yeah. So as for the parking, it does say on the machine that it's £5 for 24 hours. And then there's another bit at the bottom saying £10 for camper vans for overnight. But you can't set the machine for 10 quid. At the moment, being October, I don't know whether they're not expecting it or whatever, or because it's low season, you can only pay a £5, and so that's what we paid.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
So we're just going down this little nature trail now, and there's a castle, we believe, at the end, and could even be a little beach. So we thought we'd take an opportunity to come out while the rain's not happening, because it was sideways rain. It was like torrential, and then just stopped, and it was like really creepy. I'm like, what? Just literally just stopped. So quickly put on our coats and out we come. One thing we have just found, like, you know, driving along so busy, like getting to where we're going, and didn't really think about it, but we just noticed we need some LPG, and it's about another hour's drive to go back the way we come to get some LPG, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah,
so if you're coming up here and you're thinking about getting LPG, there isn't much. So yeah, just check it out on the LPG app. MyLPG.eu, that app works quite well. It shows the same stations, and because I had a bit of time this morning with the weather and all that, I went into Google and asked that, and it was pretty much the same result.
Yeah, and even part of the night, nothing. They all point to that one that's about an hour away. So we'll go to Groats, then we'll go back to get some LPG, and we'll cut across. So we won't necessarily do the very top, but I think it's the West Coast we're more interested in. Everyone keeps saying, oh, the West Coast is better, and what have you.
Yeah, we'll do the very top. We'll go up to Dunnet.
Yeah. So that's a bit of the wildlife. As you can see, there's some otters, skylarks. Oh, ravens. That's a picture of baby ravens. Yeah. Shrews, linnets, oyster catchers, short-eared owls. Not seen any of them. Otters, lapwings, common blue butterfly, curlews, stoats. Seen a few of them squashed by the side of the road. Tiger moth and snipes. Quite a nice selection. So what's number 4? Linnet. That's probably what we keep seeing. And there's a bit of the castle. So, it's a bit chilly as well. It's about 8 degrees with a high of 11. Woo! When I was younger,
Scotland.
Yeah, I always used to thought the high happened around about midday, but it doesn't. It seems to be like more like afternoon. But anyway, so we will see you in a bit. So the Sinclair family built this and lived here until the 1600s, where they built a new house. Maybe it was a bit too exposed for them because, ooh, it is breezy. Oh, Prince Charles, there you go. He's been up here. Or should we call him King Charles now? Sorry, I get sniffing, it's just so cold. So cool, isn't it? Wow, look at that. Oh, they've got a curve in that. Some birds nesting up there. I can't quite see what they are. Probably just pigeons. Some crows. No, I think they're rooks or something. Yeah, probably rooks. You gonna hit the drone up? Or is it too windy?
Yeah, I'm going to try. Downside of having a little drone, unlike some of other people who've got big ones.
Yeah. Does size matter, Kev?
It does, yeah.
So a bigger drone would obviously a bit more steady in the wind and what have you. But we've only got a little one. Just so awesome. Look at those bricks. There you go. So what you're seeing here is right this here. And on the side you saw that bit, so like the whole of that has just gone. All of this from about there on has just gone. I would say that scaffolding's been there a long time. Look how rusty it is. I mean, I know this weather is not gonna help with the rust and what have you. All the nooks and crannies. And that sounds very Scottish, doesn't it? Nooks and crannies. It's a beautiful land. Absolutely fascinating. Kevin's taking some shots. You've got to admire the workmanship and how much effort they put into their houses. So when they built these, obviously there wasn't the big heavy machinery. Oh, it's all with slate, it's amazing. I have no idea what any of the rooms are for. Oh, there's a little plaque around there. We're gonna have a look. Window to look out to sea. Let's have a quick look. So this is the outer ward. Chambers, bakehouse, stair tower, turret tower. There's none of that left at all. Service room, maybe where they did washing up, bit of a cold storage. Service room with kitchen. It's huge, isn't it? So they had a drawbridge of portcullis. the Lords and Ladies Day Room up in the eaves, the roof. We're standing in the outer courtyard, which was originally surfaced in the natural bedrock. The courtyard is surrounded by buildings on three sides. The full side to your right is formed by a defensive rock ditch, which would have protected the tower house and inner wall.
Seen how clear the water is?
Yeah, it's amazing. Did you see all the cormorants diving?
Yeah. Against the light rocks, you can see them dive down.
Yeah.
I reckon we might have a bit of a loo going on here. I know they would have Janes anyway to rinse the water down, but that looks suspiciously like where you might want to go to the loo. Not a bad view though, is it? Look how clear the water is. That's pretty cool, isn't it? There's some cormorants out here fishing. Willow's all excited, just seen the seal. See if we can get it on the other camera because it's way too far out. That's pretty cool, like that.
Just got really super excited. I was looking in the water and then I see this thing just come up and just go down. All I saw was the arch at the back. I'm like, it's a... I don't know what it was, and then it come up again. It's a seal! I mean, we've seen seals, but it is exciting when you see stuff. Of course, I ain't gonna lie, I want to see an orca. That I would just be... I've seen them in captivity, never seen them in the wild. Yeah, definitely would love to see one of them. We think we're seeing either puffins in their winter coats or little orcs out there too. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. There's loads out there if you watch, and we think you might have seen, what else was it? The golf type thing.
A fulmar.
A fulmar. We think we might have seen a fulmar as well.
Or there could be gannets.
Oh, what's that over there?
These are gannets.
These are gannets. So there's round about there. There's a big white bird, and they're gannets. Normally the fulmars are really noisy, but I don't know whether that's just in breeding season. Yeah. I wonder where's the rest of the seal family is. He seemed to be on his own, but it was like a big seal. But hopefully I've got some good footage that you can see. Yeah, that's definitely gannets that fly so low like that, isn't it? Kevin does most of the drone flying. I can do it and I'm quite good at it as well, but it's his thing. But I'm like a nervous mama, especially when the wind's up like this and when it goes over the sea. I'm like, okay, now have you got enough? Can you bring it in? But just got to chill on it. Definitely would consider buying a bigger one that's more stable in the wind. I'm just saying what a nervous mama I am with the drones up.
Yeah.
Even you get a little bit nervous, don't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially if you've flown it for a while.
Yeah.
It's something I suppose you need to do more often than not.
Yeah. Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes permanent.
Yeah. I've got to do it a few more times.
I mean, I'm quite impressed with what we've got.
Yeah.
There's an airport over here somewhere, so light is restricted.
John Groats Wick, I think it's called. It's about a 10-15 minute drive. Oh, look at this. You would not believe the rain we had this morning. And now look at it. But we're going to go to John Groats now, I think.
Before it starts raining here.
Yeah. We made it. A lot less touristy than Land's End for sure. And a lot prettier, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
Than Land's End. But we made it. John Groats. So they got coffee, deli, coffee shop, deli. What else have they got? Gift shops. Got a campsite just over there. Burgers and stuff.
Ah, we got to put a sticker over there, haven't we? Look.
Yeah.
On the board.
Yeah. And there it is, the famous sign. You've seen us when we was in New Zealand. What was that one?
No, that's London.
Yeah, had London. When we was at, where was it called? Cape Marina in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So we had all the same sort of thing. Your picture? So we've had heavy rain, beautiful sunshine, we've seen seals, little orcs. Look at the colourful picture with the colourful buildings there. So this is John Groats, and these are the Orkney Islands, as I said before, lots of them there. So it's £3 to park, coaches don't have to pay, you can't stay overnight, but it's £3 all day.
I reckon that's good value because it goes towards the upkeep of John Groats rather than some private company, which is more than can be said for Land's End.
Yeah. Oh my god, look, start to finish. Let's see if I can do it. Gonna start the trail. And run! That's the quickest anyone's ever done it. And if you want to doubt that I did it for real, comment below. Don't forget, if you're able to subscribe, hit the like button and don't forget to ring the bell. And if you've got anything to say, we'll get back to you as soon as we get a signal, because in Scotland the signal's a bit hit and miss. Have we got a signal at Land's End? Just about.
Or even John Groats?
Oh yeah, we're at John Groats. Yeah. For sure. I can smell chips.
Yeah. There's a chippy. We might have chippy at the end. We might have some chips at the end of. The
yeah, well, I've just earned it, like doing the trail. Come on, hello. So I keep saying I want to see a killer whale, and we've come to Scotland and we finally seen one. Oh dear, you have to laugh. Oh, look at it, it's really scary. Look at his teeth. So we are at the most northerly point of mainland UK. And that over there is the Orkney Islands. There's the ferry. house, and it's marked out for 4 motorhome. £10, and it's £10 for the night, but I don't think it's too bad. There's no services except for bins. Hopefully there's good internet. We've seen a couple of seals today. Maybe, fingers crossed, get to see something else. Get my legs in the frame of a tent. Woo! Oh. Jeepers. There was something out there whistling.
It's probably just the wind.
No.
Okay.
Hello from a very windswept Willow and Kevin. So we're on the NC 500, so that is the scenic route that the Scottish Tourist Board seem to have put together, like, you know, promoted to get around the east and go around the top and west of Scotland. The weather has been very sunny, very cold, extremely windy and wet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm not going to say it, but the only thing we haven't had so far is snow.
We've had hailstones. I'm sure it's hailstones. That's why I've got a bit of a glare going on. Sorry about that, guys. So the NC 500, there's lots of passing places because it is literally as wide as the camper van. The locals take no hostages. There are quite a few campsites, so we can go miles and miles and not see a vehicle, and then you'll come across a couple at a time. The scenery is absolutely stunning. Bring all the weather gear that you've got.
You're going to need it, even in the summer.
Yeah, it is really cold at night, but we are having such a nice time, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is how every other time I've been to Scotland, as I said before, it's been raining, but it hasn't. It's been grey, and there's been a lot of low cloud. But you know, it's raining now. But this is fantastic. There's still blue skies. There's still white fluffy bits.
in front of us. Don't look behind us.
Yeah.
Because it's like that over there. Dark and rainy.
But, you know, you can see the tops of the hills and the mountains.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, when we come to Scotland, you got a few days like this. The odd day here and there. But most of the time, you couldn't really see the tops of the mountains. And we used to come up here sort of back in August, school holidays and stuff.
So some of the passing places, the potholes are pretty big, and they literally, I think they're having cars in mind rather than like campers and stuff like that. But there was one big lorry that's come past, but thankfully we'd stopped for a coffee and a sandwich. Lidl's and the shops are open from 9 till 8 on a Sunday. I love it, and it was so quiet because there's not that mad. Oh my god, we've only got 4 hours to shop. There are boys out there. We had to look from the other side because we've got seals. So this is a big river lock. So the sea lock, and this is near Loch Hope. Loch Hope is just over the hill there, so it's a bit bumpy. Well, that's another thing. Some of the roads are pretty sketchy, aren't they, Kev?
Yeah, I mean, you know, this is an A road.
Yeah.
Single track A road. I mean, I think it's an A road because it is the road rather than a road. It's the road.
Yep. Yep. We've had to put the jars in the fridge in a container to stop them bouncing around because if any of you that's got a motorhome would know that the lids work themselves loose. So we've had mango chutney and pickle all over the fridge from the bouncing. But it's lovely. It really is nice. We've seen a deer, which we'll put the photos in and footage in, which is really exciting. Yeah, we've seen some black kites, some birds we don't recognise. There's terns. There's all sorts of little birds. But then when it's all like grey, it's hard to see what they are. Lots of sheep. Some sheep on the road. Mostly though they're on the what do you call them? The fens? It's not a fen, is it? Moors, on the moors. The moors.
No red squirrels yet.
No red squirrels yet. But then to be honest with you, quite that many trees, are ya? There's the odd clump of pines, but as you can see, there's not a lot of trees. It's amazing, but sadly, there's very few places to stop, so you can get out and have a look. Because obviously you can't stop in the passing places, so that's a little bit sad.
With it being so windy, there's not going to be any drone footage, I'm afraid.
No, there certainly won't be any drone footage. You can see by the trees how windy it is. But yeah, I'm giving Scotland 9 out of 10 at the moment. Oh, I could have stopped there. Like, then there's no view, sort of thing. But I think we're gonna where we're gonna stop for the night is about 10 miles up ahead. Keep instructing Kevin, keep his eye on the road. You literally can't take your eyes off the road. We've seen loads of rainbows today. Do any of you used to remember the innuendos that used to go on in the children's programme Rainbow? If you can't remember, YouTube it. You'll be like, what? They actually got away with that? Honestly, it's like, yeah. Bungle, Zippy and George and Jeffrey. Yeah, seriously, you naughty boys, you.
She calling me, like the rainbow. She calling me, like the rainbow. The rainbow.
So, should we call it? Say goodbye?
Yeah, let's say goodbye. Right guys, we'll see you again maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
Take care.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.